Hey everyone, I just wanted to come here today to give you guys a little update on the rat situation at the plot. So I've been doing a lot of work since I filmed the last video. I filmed the last video on Thursday and I saw the rats for the first time here last Tuesday. So today's Tuesday again, and it's been a whole week since we've been kind of fighting them. So today was the first day that I came here this morning and I did not see the burrow again under the fig trees. After that video I filmed, every morning we came back, they had dug the burrow back again in there, and we just come back and close it up with a shovel to kind of do the burrow harassment that we learned about in the Rat Academy class. So today I came and I was actually pretty happy because it was the first time that I didn't see a burrow in that. But when I was watering the plot, because we're gonna have a heat wave this week, so I came here early to water everything very well, I saw one of them just running outside of the plot to this area over here. So I was like, no, I can't believe that. Actually I got so happy, and then I was like, oh well, they're still here. So we're gonna keep managing and see what we're gonna do. We did a lot of cleanup here at the plot. I have cleaned a lot of the plants out. I still have to do some more weeding because they're just, so hot. The weeds are popping up really fast. But I have cleaned the bottom leaves of some of the plants like 6 inches above the soil, like the sunflowers and the tomatoes. I always prune the bottom anyway, and I did it on the zinnias and the echinacea and some of the other plants behind there. I'm trying to later today when I get home tonight, I want to come and probably do the eggplants, the bottom of the eggplants, and some of the peppers. Those I didn't have a chance to do yet, but they're kind of spaced out well. I don't think the rats are going to burrow in there. I was really concerned about this little corner in there where the zinnias and the sunflowers and the dahlias are. So yesterday my friend Aubrey came here and she helped me out cleaning and stripping the bottom leaves of all of these plants over there. So it's looking good so far. I also spaced out them a little bit more, took some branches out and stuff. So hopefully we don't have to fully take them down because I really like them. And then for the veggies, I've been extra careful coming here every day, checking everything. We haven't had any rain yet, so there's no splashback, at least thankfully. If our soil is contaminated, we don't know anymore. Last year I just assumed the soil was going to be contaminated when we had the rat problem, and that's what I should have done this year too. I did not plant any root vegetables or leafy greens or anything like that. I only planted things that fruit above the soil because I knew we could have a rat problem again, but I did plant things a bit too densely. I shouldn't have spaced them out a little bit better. In the beginning of the season, spring came, I got excited, I had a lot of seedlings. I ended up sort of, forgetting about the rats, I guess, and just planting things like I usually do, but then now we're kind of paying the price. So I'm gonna work on that, on spacing things out too, and keep always stripping the bottom leaves of the little plants that are getting bigger, and we'll see what we can do by managing that. We are considering trapping at least the ones that are here because I'm concerned that maybe those guys already have babies in the in the burrow, and if they have it, don't think they're gonna just leave. They're gonna keep trying to come back. So I'm considering that. We'll see what we can do. And Delphine actually commented, because she's a long-time viewer and has been watching the channel for a while. She saw my saga with the rats last year, and she commented about the trash dumpster that we have outside here, the plot. So there is a little area where the tenants of some buildings put their trash out, but that definitely contributes to it. But actually that's a pretty common thing here in New York. It's not only here, along the streets everywhere in here that happens. So even if that got sort of managed, I think we still wouldn't be able to, prevent them from not having food, because there's always food here. And as I said in the last video, some people feed the birds. I just saw someone this morning throwing bread in the alley over there, and I saw the birds coming. It was right up before the rat came. So I'm actually thinking if they already know, they kind of like went there waiting. I don't know, just theory in my mind. And also there's lots of people walking the dogs, and sometimes they don't pick up the poop, and we just learned the last video too that rats can eat dog poop. So little complicated. I think, sometimes I have a feeling that things are getting a little too hard. Try to stay positive here and try to keep going in the garden, because I really think gardening is really good for us, for the environment, for just the place in general, even though we have so many challenges trying to do it in an urban place like this. And also, so many people talked about cats. I cannot keep cats here. I know that they would be helpful. There are cats, alley cats that visit my backyard. That's farther from the plot. I do not live here where the plot is. This is about a 10-minute walk from my house. I live in a very busy street, kind of all the way down the corner, but over there we do have some alley cats. My backyard is in the alley, so they come and visit, and I have never seen a rat there, but I can't put a cat here. It's all gated, and we just can't just live in here. You know, it probably also escape if you want to, but the cats are not coming to this area. I don't know why. You know, there's no one in this alley, or they're just not interested to be here, but I can't just lock a cat in here and keep feeding it skimpy to try to escape, take the rats out. So thank you for the suggestion, but it's just something that we can't do with the space that we have at the moment. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys how things are looking. Over here, on that side is where I'm really trying to clean up. So we did a lot of work in here. I took out the clacker that was there. We did some weeding, and now I have to just come and take the rest of the ranunculus. Then this area here too. You know, I took all the feverfew out that day, and most of the feverfew. There's some in here, but most of where it was kind of crowded, I made some space. That's where the burrows were. And I also tried to clean up the back spaces of this whole area over here, because the rats like to walk in lines. So I'm just trying to, you know, expose them a little bit. But the one I saw today, they did not care. It actually, I saw it running outside of this fence, just outside along this line over here. It was not even inside the garden, but it went to that side over there. And another area that I was really concerned here was the compost. So I clear up a lot of the stuff. Sorry about these pipes here, I'm gonna move them today. But there was a lot of brush and things growing here. Gotta try to clean even more. But I do not see any borers or anything around here. We cleared it up. I'll clean even more. I get this rest of this dry stuff out of here. Over here, try to also make some space so they can't hide. But this is a bit of a dense area, so I'm gonna probably have to remove some things from here, even though I don't really want to, because this is our pollinator garden with a lot of native plants, and they're all looking so good in bloom now, and it's full of those little native bees, and that'll be a little sad if I had to do that, but we'll see what we can do to keep some of this stuff in here. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but there's lots of pollinators in here. This is definitely a healthy area. This is also something I want to clean up, all these rudbeckias. I will make some space between them, remove some of the leaves. Probably gonna remove this bachelor button over here, which is not doing very well anyway. It's not going all the way to the back, but still, since it's dying, it might not need to stay there. So we'll see. I have some dahlias in here, but that big borage that was here, I took it out too because I saw them hiding behind of it. It already completely died because it's been so hot. That's the little update. Still have a lot of work to do, but hopefully we can keep some of our stuff because the veggies are looking really good. The eggplants are really picking up now. I want to show you guys how tall they are. Look how big this one is. It's really liking the heat, so it's growing well. The okra is a little behind in the corn over there, but it's okay because now we kind of need space in the plot, so I'm not mad about it. And then the tomatoes, I've been really trying to keep up with the pruning and taking down the bottom leaves. I have to do the same thing with the dahlias and with these beans over here, but it's looking pretty good. There's a lot of space in between everything in here, so I'm not super worried about that. And I hope that they don't come here and bite on my tomatoes to drink, you know, because sometimes they would bite on them because they're thirsty, same with the squirrels. So no damage so far, so that's a good thing. I do want to talk about something real quick before I finish this video, just that I did post some stories on Instagram talking about the rats, and I got so many hate messages. People are just pissed off that I was sharing about rats in the garden here and saying that we were dirty and that's, you know, that's unacceptable that we get this stuff in here. But honestly, I was a bit surprised and discouraged because my intention here was just to show the challenges of gardening in urban spaces, you know, especially in New York City, which is known to have a rat problem. So here on YouTube, thankfully, all the comments are nice and mostly just trying to help. So thank you so much for you guys for, you know, the support here. I am not going to probably be posting so much more of this rat content. I don't want anybody to file a complaint on us or anything. It's just sad, you know, it's just something that we're trying our best to manage this. Like I said, I can't control the food source, unfortunately, because I live in the city, but I'm doing my best to clear everything up, you know, to don't give them good shelter, to clear the brush, to leave space underneath the leaves. And I also was trying to not even give them water, but there's only so much that I can do. We might trap it. We can't bait. On the class that I took to also say that the baiting, so only professionals can do it. You can't do it yourself. So we'll see what we can do. Thank you so much for the suggestions. But again, I might not be updating so much anymore with these rat situations since people get grossed out. But it is what it is. You know, it's something that's hard. I feel discouraged about it. I put a lot of effort and work in this garden. We start the seeds like so early. I also all the time spent taking care of the soil and doing the planning, and then comes like now just right before summer something like that happens, and then all of our efforts seem sort of like not wasted, but like just, you know, it's sad. Just feels hard. That's what I want to say. I was surprised on Instagram really how much direct messages I got with not so nice things to say, but you know, you can't control people on the internet. Obviously I am going to try to be a bit more cautious. I also unfortunately have construction on the side of my, we're gonna walk there and you guys are gonna see right now because I want to show the reality, but there's construction next to my apartment in the backyard, and they're drilling the walls, and all that dust is actually falling in my vegetables. And you know how New York City old buildings have lead, and all of that dust is like coming to my vegetables. So one of them was telling me shouldn't eat this because, you know, it's contaminated now, so maybe you should harvest it, and when you finish construction you should do another batch. But it's just like so hard in the city, you know. It's like it's challenging in the plot, it's challenging in the backyard. I don't know, and urban gardeners are really resilient, you know. It's actually sad that's so hard, I'll be honest with you, because it shouldn't be this hard, I think, you know, trying to do something nice like I said in the beginning of the video, and then just get like discouraged by all of these extra things. Alright, I'm just gonna take a walk back home now and show you guys the construction situation in my backyard too. Can't even get home. My gate's blocked for the construction. Let's walk around so you guys can see it. I can't go inside either. I had to leave my cart there. Can't pass through here. This is the backyard and all the drilling on the side. Okay, so the situation outside is a little even worse than I thought. Ooh, I'm sweaty. It's been a hot morning. I couldn't get in with my cart, so I just filmed those little 2 clips with my phone. I didn't want to take my camera. Also, I'm not going to film the workers because obviously it's not their fault that they're doing that, but I just wanted you guys to hear the drilling, and hopefully you saw some of that dust that's coming to our side. Their stuff is all covered over there, but our stuff is all exposed. Obviously I can wash it, but I'm just like so tired. We've been doing this and it's like non-stop stuff happening here in New York all the time. I need to go take a shower and get ready to go to work now. You guys are going to be seeing this video tonight. Hopefully when I come home I'll try to edit real quick and just put it up, so we'll be seeing this in the afternoon. But I guess on the positive hand, I guess I should always try to throw a positive thing in there. Everybody seemed to love Chris' garden video, so I'm super happy about that. I have talked to him and he already agreed on a follow-up or on like showing a little bit of progress on his garden. So maybe we're gonna be doing that for a little bit. Since it's been a little bit hard for me with the backyard and the plot, I will really try to film some more gardens here in New York, some more setups from the garden club members. I don't know if I can film anything this week. I'm really busy, but I'll try during the summer to film as much as I can. Chris is actually traveling right now also. When he comes back, or maybe in July, we should film an update from his garden, but maybe that's something that's going to be going on more often in the channel. I'm so thankful that you guys liked it. I'm so happy, and his garden is gorgeous, so beautiful. I went there and I had such a pleasure being there also and filming the garden tour and hanging out with Chris and helping him out a little bit in the garden after. So let's see what's gonna happen from now on. I'm gonna try my best to film some more garden tours from the garden members. I'm not going to be talking so much about this rat situation. It breaks my heart a little bit how, you know, people are receiving it and not. I just don't want to make any more trouble with anything, you know. So here on YouTube is fine, but people on Instagram, which is a lot of people from Astoria, are not being so nice about it. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for your support here on YouTube. Thank you for trying to help. Thank you for your nice comments. I really, really appreciate you, and I really appreciate this community. Thank you so much for being here and for watching my videos and for caring about the garden and what we go through here. I really appreciate that. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.